What's up to my sports betting family, my sports betting friends, and welcome back to Wize Sports Betting. This is Wize Plays WNBA, and today is Saturday, August 16th. We only have one game on the slate, and it's a doozy. I've been up for hours with this one, y'all. Man, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I've only had a few hours of sleep since the last time you saw me. This game is that tight, all right? On the slate today, we got New York Liberty at Minnesota Lynx. It comes on at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I know I want the sharp bettors to get in early on this before the line shift because they just might. We were sharp yesterday, but we were right at the sharp bettors line at 52.4%, and the slate before that we were 55%. So we're going to try to keep staying sharp. All right, we want to be at 52.4% or more. All right. Let's see if we can prove today that we're not casual bettors and that we're sharp bettors. I'm sorry, I'm tired, y'all. All right. This is going to be a doozy. I'm going to try to keep it quick though. The money line is Liberty plus 100. First of all, that's even money. Whenever you see that, that should make your eyeballs go, okay, I bet 100 and win 100. That's even money. There's a reason for that in this game. The Lynx is minus 120. It's got a little juice on it, so they're leaning towards the Lynx, all right? But it's a slight lean. Like I said, Liberty plus 100, Lynx minus 120. The total is 165.5. Betting over 165.5 is at minus 110. Under at minus 110. And the spread is Liberty plus 1.5, Lynx minus 1.5. But check this out. When I started my read, it was plus 1 and minus 1. Which means that the books have this game at almost even money. This is going to be tight. The books even know this game is a coin flip. I haven't seen a game like this since New York Knicks and Pacers in the playoffs at today's best NBA bets, all right? This game is a rematch of last year's WNBA Finals where Liberty claimed the crown in a high-stakes battle. First off, let's note that key players are out. Liberty is still without Stewie and Harrison, and Lynx star Collier is out. I had to keep going back with reports. They kept saying that she was to be announced, or she was out, and so. But the final word that I got is that she's out. Now Liberty is 21-12, and Lynx are 27-5. Lynx are the stat best, okay, in this matchup. The Lynx are 16-1 at home. Liberty is 8-8 on the road. Liberty averages 86.7 points per game. And the Lynx is slightly higher at 87 points per game. This is their third matchup this season. Okay? Lynx beat Liberty 83-71 on August the 10th. Kayla McBride led the Lynx with 18 points. Natasha Cloud led the Liberty with 14 points. McBride averages 14.8 points for the per game, and Cloud is averaging 9.9 points. Ionescu averages 20.4 points and is shooting 44%. There's a reason I'm going through all this. I'm not going to give y'all half the numbers I've been up for hours crunching. But the last 10 games, the Lynx are 9-1. They're averaging 92.1 points per game, and Liberty is only 4-6, averaging 84.9 points per game. The Lynx is clearly the stat best. Collier is a factor in those stats, though. The Lynx are 3-0 in her absence. Okay, I gotta admit they do good without her, and they beat the Storm, the Mystics, and the Liberty without Collier. Okay, they beat the Liberty July 30th by 7 points. Stewie was out, so Liberty was shorthanded. August 10th, Lynx won. All right, Collier and Stewart were out. So the Lynx can beat the Liberty without Collier. Sabrina Ionescu has been held below her average against the Lynx. So at first, I lean Lynx money line because this is a stat-based channel. It's a data-driven channel. And the Lynx are the stat best, okay? In their last two matchups this season, the total was 154 and 193. Now that 193 had all the stars in it though. Stewie and Collier are out. I'm going for the under 165.5 in this, but it's a lean, not a lot. Okay. The Lynx to cover the minus 1.5 spread is where I lean. I want to say the Lynx money line. Total under 165.5. Lynx to cover the spread, minus 1.5. It would be my pick if I only look at Collier and Stewie. I think that's what the books want us to do. If we do that, then we sleep on Jonquel Jones and Miesemann. Miesemann has better stats than Kayla McBride, y'all. Miesemann's average is 16.2 points per game, and McBride's average is 14.8. Williams averages 13.9. Jonquel Jones averages 14.2. Miesemann leads in scoring and playmaking in this matchup. She's tops in the points per game on the court, and tonight, she's top points per game tonight, and her assists are near point guard levels. Jones, we know, dominates the boards. Her rebounding is 8.7 per game, and that triples McBride's 2.4 per game. McBride and Williams are solid, but they don't match Miesemann or Jones in impact. The whole spread, this whole spread that the sportsbooks got is like a Collier injury line. Okay? If Collier were playing, this would be a slam dunk for me. I would say that the Lynx got this, but she's out. So Liberty's got a strong chance. They got Ionescu and Cloud, Miesemann, Jones, and their stats are hitting harder than the Lynx without Collier. Now, let me stop right here because I know everybody from ESPN to even the Associated Press has the Lynx winning this game like a slam dunk. And they are the stat best, and this is a stat-based channel, and I have the Lynx. The Lynx are the stat best, okay? But with Collier out, the Lynx are 16-1 at home, and the Liberty are 8-8 on the road since losing Stewie. Lynx are on a 5-game winning streak. Stat best all over them, right? So I want to go with the Lynx. They are the stat best. But I try to look at all the angles for y'all, all right? That's just me. I have to look at all the edges. I have to look at all the angles. I can't just always look at stats or the stat best. Miesemann and Jones are averaging 30.4 points per game, 14.9 rebounds, and 6.6 assists. Okay, now Lynx, as far as the Lynx, McBride and Williams are averaging 28.7 points per game, 7.3 rebounds, and 9.7 assists. They are have more assists. So if we're counting straight front court production, with Collier and Stewie out, New York has the advantage. And I know this is not a popular read. Everybody is going to say Mercury. Everybody's going to say the Lynx. It's a slam dunk over Liberty. But actually, the Liberty, when you look at the numbers when you look at the player numbers, New York has the advantage. But the assist advantage goes to Minnesota. But that production gap on points and boards is the real bottom line edge, y'all. You hear me? I can't just read surface narratives and hype. I have to crunch numbers. So, with Collier being out, don't get mad at me, but I lean Liberty. They have Miesemann and Jones carrying more weight than the Lynx duo. But the line is tight at plus 1.5, and it was just plus 1, okay? And Minnesota's home court is no joke. They're 16-1 at home. And I think that's why the books gave the little juice on their line, because they're really, the Lynx ain't nothing to play with at home. So it looks to me like the sports book doesn't even know. They don't even know who's going to win. It's a coin toss. That's why we got that plus 1.5, minus 1.5, that straight even money plus 100 on Liberty, and that minus 120 with the Lynx. It's this game is a coin toss. And so I figure like this, family. If the sports book is hedging, then I should too. We should too, okay? If the books are hedging, then to me, if you're going to be sharp, you need to hedge it too. Y'all don't know. You know, y'all just say, y'all bet whoever y'all want to, and we're going to make sure we get paid either side. They're hedging their bet. They're going to get theirs either way. So I think we should do the same. So a smart hedge, and if you don't know what a hedge is, please go to my Bettin 101 playlist and look for a video about the hedge. It's in there, all right? A smart hedge for me, and I got a few scenarios I'm going to throw at you real quick, is to do like a Liberty money line and then add +2 Lynx spread as a safety net. And that covers you whether New York wins outright or it's a grinder finish. On one ticket, Liberty +100. I would say put $50. And you win $50 if Liberty wins. But on the second ticket, hedge it with a second ticket and do Lynx +2. That'll hit you at right about -110. Bet $50 on that, you win $45 if the Lynx cover. So if Liberty loses, you lose $50, but you win $45 and you only lose $5 that way. Worst case scenario is that the hedge, in this hedge I should say, is that the Lynx win by 3+ points. The first ticket, Liberty loses, you lose $50, you're minus $50. The second ticket would lose, you minus $50, and your net would be minus $100. But that's only if the Lynx win solidly. So another hedge you could do, I'm going to throw this at you. You could do Liberty money line +100, Lynx -3.5, and that'll hit you about -110. And that pays about the same as the Liberty money line. And if the Liberty wins, you hit. If the Lynx win by 4+ points or more, then you hit. But I think the books even know this is probably going to be a tight game. This is probably going to be real close. Lynx win by 1 to 3, your hedge fails. You lose both. That's the only trap in this scenarios is if the Lynx barely edge it out, meaning if you do Lynx -3.5 at about -110 and Liberty money line at +100. All right, you could do another money. Here's another hedge idea. You could do say you don't want to do a Liberty money line, okay, despite their front court being a higher scoring front court. You could do Lynx money line on one ticket and then do something like Miesemann plus Jones combined rebounds over, say, 14.5, okay? Which is a high upside lean based on their average, because Miesemann averages 6.2 rebounds per game and Jones averages 8.7. Combined, that's 14.9. So that's right in their range to do 14.5 over. Or you could do a Lynx money line and then a ticket with Miesemann points straight up. Say she averages 16.2 points per game. You could take over 15.5 or 16, and that hits very often enough to justify that hedge. So another slick hedge, just to throw some out there, could be Lynx money line on one ticket, and then to hedge it, you put Jones's points, rebounds, and assists on the other. Okay, she averages 24.4 PRA, points, rebounds, and assists this season. So even if the Liberty lose, Jones is usually forced to carry a chunk of Liberty's production. And Jones is consistent enough to clear her PRA. Jones averages 14.2. Jones averages 14.2 points per game, 8.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists. So I haven't bet yet, but I'm going to do some kind of hedge. If the book is hedging and it's a coin flip and they don't even know, then if I want to be sharp, I'm going to hedge too. It's a coin flip. It's obviously a coin flip when you look at the lines. So I'm going to do some kind of hedge. The books are hedging, I'm hedging too. The game, like I said, is a coin flip. And I'm leaning 165.5 under, but it's not a lock. And so that's where I'm at, yo. The stat best team is the money line for the Lynx. I want to say, they're stat best. They really are. This is a stat-based channel, and you expect me to stick with stat-based. Stat-based, if you just want to say who's the stat best, who's most likely to win, if we look at the overall stats for the season, slam dunk, it's the Lynx. They won more games. They win more at home. Liberty wins less on the road. They have more points per game. They won more games this season. They got momentum. They won the last 4 or 5 games. So the Lynx is the stat best. But they have a weaker front court without Collier. And I just can't ignore that. And the books aren't either. They aren't either. It's like the books are. I haven't seen a line like this in a long time. Plus 100 for Liberty, minus 120 for the Lynx. That's a hedge. They're hedging. That it was minus 1 and plus 1. Now they put a 0.5 on it. They put a hook on there. So the books don't know. This game is a coin toss. So I recommend that you. If you must choose a side, choose the Lynx, but warning, Liberty have a stronger front court, all right? They suck on the road, and I hate to ever go against the Lynx at home. The Lynx are on fire at home, okay? They're 16-1. I think that is the best, or if one of the best in the league. So even though the Lynx is the stat best, I recommend that you hedge, okay? If you want to bet the Lynx, God bless you, good luck. They are the stat best, but I'm letting you know, I'm keeping it real, family. Liberty have a stronger front court without Collier in the game. I recommend you do a hedge. So thank you for watching Wize Plays WNBA. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with a sports betting friend if you found this video interesting or entertaining in any way. And I hope y'all having fun. If you ain't having fun, then that means you're probably betting more than you can afford to lose. And I keep telling y'all, don't do that. Don't be betting your rent, okay? Just, we don't want you to be walking down the horse track, looking for tickets on the floor that may have hit. Don't become a degenerate, okay? Remember, I made a video about ROI and bankroll management. They're in Bettin 101. Take your bankroll seriously. Never, ever go over your bankroll. Okay? If your bankroll is $100 a month or $20 a month, whatever your bankroll is, don't go over it. All right? So yeah, I hate to do this because this is a stat-based channel. The Lynx are the stat best. I lean Lynx. But when I looked at the numbers, y'all, Liberty's front court is on fire compared to the Lynx, all right? So, thank you for watching Wize Plays WNBA, and I'll see y'all on the next one. And later on today, I will probably put some player props in there if I see any that are good, like I did on the last video or two. And also, I want to remind you that I'm going to put Major League Baseball picks up on the Shorts channel. They're going to come a little late today because I got to do, I did a Shorts video for the recap of our receipts. And the videos can't come too close together or the algorithm will kill them both. So I got to space them out. So the Major League Baseball picks are going to come out a little later than normal. And, let's see, is there anything? I'm tired. I'm sorry, y'all. This was a hard read. This is a coin flip, all right? This game is this sucks. This line sucks. The sports books don't even know what to do with it. All right, so let's stay sharp and let's just hedge it too. Y'all hedging, we hedging too. All right. Is there anything else I want to say before I go? I want to say welcome to all my new sports betting friends. You're not subscribers here. You're sports betting friends, and welcome. And y'all really have been blessing me in the comments, and I appreciate you sharing your insights. If you see something I don't see, or if you got a hedge that you got that you're like, you know what, this would be a better hedge, go on and bless the community here. We celebrate each other's wins and losses, and we share information here. Go on and drop it in the comments, all right? Thank you for watching, and good luck to you on all your open bets.